Okay. So landing on your chair, you can lean into support. Allow yourself to get comfortable. You can float the eyes closed or hold a soft gaze. And just beginning to bring some awareness to your breathing. Allowing yourself to simply notice what's here without an urge or a need to change anything. Simply observing. Noticing where in your body you most feel your breathing. Noticing any characteristics or qualities of your breath. Noticing any sensations or emotions. We'll start to bring on a more of a diaphragmatic breath. So you can place a hand on the belly. As you breathe in, belly will expand. And as you breathe out, belly releases. Continuing here, your own pace, your own breath. You can add the hand at the chest to get the full body or full chest and trunk expansion when you breathe in. So belly and chest expand, and then everything releases towards the spine as you breathe out. A couple more breaths here. And you can go ahead and release your arms. Allow your breathing to return to a natural rhythm. And then as you're ready, you can wiggle fingers and toes, circling wrists and ankles. Coming into a full body stretch if you'd like. And then finding your way up to the edge of your seat. So as you arrive here, just take a few moments to notice if there's anything going on in your life, anyone that you're thinking of, something that you're working towards. You can make that into your intention or dedication for practice. And so with that intention in mind, we'll start to move towards our mountain pose. So making sure your feet are on the floor, trying to press down through the feet as much as you can, as if you're getting up from the chair. So just feeling those legs engaged. Arms by the sides, pull the belly button up and in as if you're pulling on a tight pair of pants. We're going to lift the chest, tuck the chin slightly, and then reaching through the crown of the head. So sitting as tall as you can. Taking a couple breaths here, observing the muscles that are activating. And then go ahead and unwind, releasing. And we're going to do that with breath a couple of times here. So arms by the sides. As you inhale, press through the feet, lift through the crown of the head, lift the chest. As you exhale, release. Inhale, feet press down, expanding, extending. Exhale, release. 3 more times, breathing in. Expand, find your height and length. Exhale, release. 2 more times. And last one. And you can go ahead and gently come on out of the shape, releasing, shaking it out as needed. Okay, so we'll go ahead and take some cat-cows next. You can bring your legs a little bit wider. to create space. As you breathe in, bringing the chest forward, looking up. As you exhale, rounding the spine, tucking the chin. Inhale, arching forward. Exhale, coming back. A couple more times. Good, now you can stay here using your hands for support, or if you'd like to challenge your core and your back muscles, you can either place hands at heart center or hold on to weights. And we're gonna do the same kind of movement here. So breathing in, bringing your chest forward, looking up. Exhale to round and tuck. Good, so I'm actually have some weights here. So you can hold them at your chest level or kind of interlace your fingers around them. Breathing in, chest forward, keeping them close to the chest. Exhale to round. Inhale, expand. Exhale to pull the belly button to the spine and round. Couple more times. And you can go ahead and gently unwind. You can place the weights down if you've used them. Just take a few breaths, noticing where you feel that. So you probably felt that quite a bit in the back muscles, a little bit in the core as well. We're gonna do a little bit of hip stretching, so bringing the feet wide. The legs wide. We'll start with the right knee coming down inward, coming onto the outer edge of the right foot. You can stay right here. If you'd like to intensify the sensation, you can lean your body forward or twist your body towards the right as well. So you may feel this a little bit in the groin, a little bit in the buttock. And then we're gonna go ahead and take the other side. So coming onto the inner edge of that left foot, bringing the left knee inward, coming into a little bit of internal rotation of the hip. You can intensify the sensation by leaning forward or by twisting to the left itself. Remembering your purpose for practice, that intention. And you can go ahead and gently unwind, taking a few moments here. We're gonna now take the other direction. That was internal rotation of the hip. Now we're gonna do external rotation. So bringing your right knee out to the side, coming onto the outer edge of that right foot, and you can press that knee down or away from you. You can lean forward or you can twist away from it. So twisting towards the left. So that's gonna stretch into the groin area. We're gonna take some thread the needle from here. So you can place your right hand on the right leg, breathing in, left fingertips reach back and up. Exhale, left fingertips come underneath the right arm. So we're gonna get a little bit of lower back, but also hip. Inhaling, expanding, opening the chest, left fingertips reach back. Exhale to thread. Couple more times. Maybe you, as you come forward, you could also thread that left hand underneath the right leg for a little bit more bending or range of motion. Good, and you can go ahead and unwind. We'll go ahead and take the other side. So for this one, same thing. Come bringing the left leg out to the side. You could be on the outer edge of that left foot, or just bring the hip out to the side. Then from here, you can press with that left hand. You can lean a little forward, or you can twist away towards the right to intensify. Noticing your breathing, observing sensation, not just the intensity and the quality or type of sensation, but also the location. So are you feeling that sensation all the way from your groin to the knee or somewhere in between? And now we'll start to move with breath. So opening the chest, reaching the right fingertips back. Left hand can be on the left leg. Exhale to thread underneath that left arm. Inhale to expand and open. Exhale, you can thread under the left arm or the left leg. A couple more times. And you can go ahead and gently unwind, coming back to neutral, taking a few moments here to stretch it out or move around as needed. And then coming to a pause in stillness. And so as you come into stillness, what can you observe about your breathing, about your body, any emotions? And so what comes up when you're still? Now we're going to do a little bit of core and back work. So you can do this without weights, holding your hands like this, or you can hold some weights at your navel level. So kind of at the level of the belly button, coming to the edge of your seat. We're going to start with that mountain pose. So press down through the feet, lift the chest, pull that belly button up and in, relax the shoulders from the ears. And then we're going to twist towards the left. Hold here for a couple of breaths. And then coming back to center, we're going to stay just twisting to the left. So pressing your feet down, engaging mountain pose, breathing in, belly button pulls up and in, exhale, twist to the left. So you're going to feel this in the core, but also in the muscles of the back, breathing in, come to center, exhale, twist left. Couple more times. And one more time. And coming on back to center, relaxing the legs, releasing that mountain pose, noticing what you feel. We're going to go ahead and take that on the other side. So bringing your the weights closer to you. Pull your belly button up and in, press down through the feet, engage the legs, mountain pose. And then breathing in. As you exhale, twist right. Breathing in. Come to center. Exhale, twist right. Continuing your own pace, your own breath, trying to get the twist to be active. So sometimes we may just swing our bodies to one side, but this one we really want to be kind of pulling effort from the belly as well as the muscles near the ribs. And the legs are also working. Remembering your purpose for practice. You can gently come back to neutral, pausing here. Taking a few breaths. All right, so we're going to next do a little bit of neck strengthening using the weights. So you can hold weights on either sides. If you don't have weights, you can also hold onto your leg and almost use your leg as a weight. So essentially, we're going to start with some shoulder shrugs. So with the weights, essentially just pulling the ears up towards the shoulders. So we're going to do two versions of this. We're going to do one where we kind of hunch the shoulders forward and then lift up kind of towards the front of the ears and then back down. We're going to do that a couple of times. And then those who don't have weights, you can also use the legs. So you can either let the arms hang loose and do that movement, Or you can hold onto the legs, curl the shoulders forward, and pull towards the front of the ears. And so the legs give a little bit of resistance and can serve as weights. Good, couple more repetitions. We're going to be feeling these near the tops of the shoulders, kind of the base of the neck. A little bit in the front of the neck because we're angling the body in that way. You can go ahead and relax. Pausing here for a few moments, notice what you feel. Noticing the breathing. And then next, we're going to take a similar movement. The only difference is now we're going to bring the shoulders back. So rather than curling the shoulders forward, we're going to pull the shoulder blades back and then lifting up towards the backs of the ears. So you may not be able to go as high, and that's normal and expected. And then if you want to hold on to your legs and use the legs as weights, you can do so. Couple more breaths. Remembering your purpose for practice. And you can go ahead and gently unwind. Releasing the weights if you haven't already, noticing what you're feeling. And then we're going to go ahead and come on over towards Warrior One. So at the edge of your seat, bringing the right leg over to the right, left leg pointing forward, at least to start. And so adjusting yourself on your seat as needed. And so from here, we're going to pull the belly button up and in, twist and rotate the trunk to point in the same direction as our right leg. You can keep hands at heart center or clasped. And we're going to do a little bit of hip movement with that left hip. And so starting first by squeezing that left buttock, bring that left knee as wide out as you can. And then starting to now bring the knee inward towards the floor. Good, we're going to do that a couple of times, breathing in, expanding, and squeezing into that left buttock, opening the inner thigh. Exhale, rotating inward. So you're going to notice your hips and your trunk are going to move slightly. Good. Now we're going to add the arms. So as you breathe in, leg expands as well as that left arm out to the side. Exhale, everything closes, knee and the hand close. Breathing in, expand, squeezing into the buttocks, opening in the chest. Belly button and core are going to open. Exhale to close. Couple more times. And so these movements may be a little bit smaller as well, depending on how your hip is feeling. And that's okay. So you can keep these movements of the knee very much more mild. Beautiful. Last one here, you can land with your arms open in a T, feet flat. This is Warrior Two. Pulling that belly button up and in, making sure you're not overarching, kind of finding a little bit of activation right underneath the breastbone as well. So you got belly button pulling up and in, but you also have this spot underneath the breastbone pulling down and in. Bring the front forearm to the front thigh. You can bring left hand to the hip, opening. Now, if you have your weights close by, you can place the weight into your right hand and using your core. So pull that belly button up and in, like you're pulling on a tight pair of pants. And we're going to slide that right arm down the leg and then use your core to lift back up. So you can do this with or without a weight. And so we're keeping the arm straight, just using the core to lift up a little bit more of the weight there. Couple more breaths. We can think about this side here on the left side of the trunk as doing most of the work. You may feel it a little bit in the back muscles as well. And last time, coming on up. You can come on back towards the center. Placing your weight off to the side. And taking a few moments here, noticing what you're feeling. So what comes up when you're still, when you quiet the body, when distractions fade away? What comes to the surface? We're gonna go ahead and take the other side. So bring the left leg over to the left, adjusting your seat. We're gonna start with that right foot kind of flat, and then rotating the trunk. We'll come towards, bring the trunk towards that left leg or left leg. You can clasp the hands. You could also hold a weight if you'd like. And then we start to do some leg movements, just the leg. So we'll start by squeezing that left buttock muscle, opening that hip out, and then rotating that hip inward. And bring that knee down towards the floor. Inhale, open, expand. Exhale, rotate downward and close. A couple more times, your own pace, your own breath. And in just a little bit, we're going to end up adding the hands. So you can also move where that right foot is, depending on how it feels on the hip. So you can experiment with bringing that right foot a little closer to the body, noticing how that feels versus a little bit further away. And now with the arms, so the next time you open that right leg out, opening the arms into a T. As you exhale, right hand comes towards left, left leg closes. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. A couple more times. Inhale, open and close. And last one. And closing. And you can go ahead and come into your warrior two. And then from here, bring the right hand to the right hip, left forearm to the left thigh. And then you can start to slide that left arm down the leg, pulling that belly button up and in, but also pulling that spot on the breast front, right underneath breastbone, down and in. So that way we're not overarching too much. Now you can stay here, either holding onto a weight if you'd like to, with that left hand, or no weight, and using your core muscles, really engaging the core, especially on the right side, to lift and slide your arm up and down that left leg. Remembering your purpose for practice, moving at a pace and a range of motion that feels good to you. You can go ahead and gently come on out of the shape, wiggling, walking your feet back together. Finding a pause here, observing what you feel. And then leaning back into your chair. Well, actually, before you do that, we'll just stretch. So crossing two options, coming onto the outer edge of that right foot and crossing that right leg over the left foot and leaning forward. Or you can pull that right leg on top of the left leg like this and leaning forward for there. And either way, you can stay still or find some gentle movements. If you want to feel it a little bit more in your low back, leaning both shoulders over to the left. And that will kind of expand the stretch from the right buttock to the right part of the lower back. And then you can go ahead and gently unwind, take a little bit of a breather. And we'll take the other side. So crossing that left leg over top of the right. You could also keep your leg on the floor if that's more comfortable. Just maybe a slightly different stretch. And so wherever you are, you can lean forward as is comfortable. And then if you want to feel a little bit more in the lower back, leaning both shoulders over towards the right. Settling into your breathing. And gently unwinding. You can Kick out the legs a little bit, leaning back into your chair. We're gonna take a twist. So bringing both legs over to the right, twisting your upper body to the left. You can hold on to the chair as needed. Finding some wiggling, rocking motions as it feels good. And starting to unwind. We'll take the other side, both legs walking over towards the left and rotating your upper body towards the right. Finding any movements that feel good. You can go ahead and gently unwind. Coming back to neutral, you can lay or relax back into your chair. Leaning into support. Allowing your breathing to return to a natural rhythm. And allowing your body to be fully supported by the chair. Taking a deep breath in. Exhaling with a sigh. We find rest. Beginning to deepen your breathing, inviting any movements that feel good. And gradually bringing yourself up to the edge of your seat. And then as you arrive, we'll take a couple of rounds of breath here. So this one is going to be the multiple part breath. So you're going to breathe in, belly expands first, then chest. And as you exhale, chest releases first, and then belly. Breathing in, filling from the bottom up. And as you breathe out, exhaling and releasing from the top down. And so this takes some coordination. It takes some practice to move only one part of the trunk at a time. And this helps us to optimize and use all parts of the lungs. You can release your hands from your belly and your chest. Allow your breathing to return to a natural rhythm. You can place your hands at heart center, any other posture of your choice, and just offering gratitude and love towards yourself. It's always an honor to share space, and I offer peace. Thank you.